I think back in 2005, 6 or 7, somewhere along in there, I started serving on the Economic Development Council or Committee of the City of San Marcos. And part of that, of the mission of that organization was to create a longer-term economic development plan for the city. And unfortunately, I got drafted, I think, to be chair, as I remembered, of that planning effort. And from that plan came the Greater San Marcos Partnership. I thought with being involved in the planning effort over a number of weeks and months, and I don't know, can't remember exactly how many months were involved in that would be my time in this effort and I would step aside. But then I was prevailed upon to become the founding chair of the Greater San Marcos Partnership. And it became one of my primary efforts then, both within the university and beyond the university, to assure that that organization got off the ground. And there's no way that it could have gotten off the ground without the intense support and efforts of a large number of people in both the public entities within Caldwell and Hays County, as well as private businesses and so forth. So it was a challenging effort. I suspect then, perhaps as now, the challenge is to get a number of different entities to realize the potential of cooperation over the problems of competition, and to continue this effort to keep a large number of people in different groups involved in this planning effort and this operational effort also, to make sure that San Marcos and its surrounding areas of Hays and Caldwell County and communities can continue to work together to bring industry, businesses, and jobs to this area. I'd be neglectful, let me say, if I did not point out the university's contribution. They allowed me to be both provost and involved in this, and I know Denise has gotten involved in it after I was involved, and Jean Bourgeois from the university. So I also applaud the university's efforts. I'm overjoyed to see 10 years later that this organization did not die in its infancy, that it continues today to be a vibrant part of the economic development of this area. And I'm hopeful and very optimistic that it will maintain its prominent position in the economic development of this community.
Well, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years that we established the Greater San Marcos Partnership. And it's been a great success, had very humble beginnings of a group of us getting together and talking about what our short and long-term priorities were, and how that we could do everything we could to create an environment and incentivize business development so the people that we represented had a career path, job opportunities, and could improve their quality of life. We started off with, and our big first success was landing our director, Adriana Cruz. And when Adriana came on board, our organization really took off, planning long-term through our 2020 vision plan that brought all stakeholders across 2 counties together to make sure that our vision was shared by all citizens in Hays and Caldwell County. And then we took that plan and started working daily to implement it. One of our first pieces of success and what really put the partnership on the map was us landing the Amazon Distribution Center, which brought in over 3,000 jobs to the Hays County, San Marcos area. And after that, we just had a series of different successes across the 2-county region, all built off the quality of work that went into that plan and the day-to-day work of the wonderful staff that we had put together. This was a coalition of Texas State University, of the counties, the municipalities, the private sector, the nonprofit sector, and we all came together with one plan and vision to improve economic opportunity in that 2-county region. To think that it's been 10 years is surprising. It's hard to believe. I feel old. But I'm so pleased and proud of this organization, and very excited under its new leadership and Jason and all the wonderful staff members we have at the partnership of where we're going to go into the future. Our future is bright in Hays and Caldwell County, and I was just honored to be part of that team.
It has been so inspiring to be a part of the evolution of the Greater San Marcos Partnership over the last 10 years. As I reflect on this evolution, there are so many moments to celebrate, but one stands out. The partnership was founded at the same time that we at the university broke ground on the first building in what is now Star Park, our business incubator and research park. And the two have grown and matured over these 10 years in an informal yet powerful relationship. Star Park is often a stop on the tour when GSMP is recruiting companies to our region or lobbying visiting site selectors. In turn, we tout our relationship to the partnership's economic development work when we recruit faculty to the university and startups to Star Park. What started out as serendipity has become a genuine bond, and we're the better for it. So happy birthday to the Greater San Marcos Partnership.
I have the unique perspective of having participated since the partnership's founding in October of 2010 and having been given the difficult assignment of speaking to the tremendous evolution of the last 10 years. I think the best way to do that is from the treetops or the milestone level. You know, thinking about the aspiration of regionalism, because regionalism in October of 2010 was an aspiration at best. The arrival of Adriana Cruz in 2013, the development of the Vision 2020 plan in 2015, the tremendous success of the last 5 years, terrific leadership at the board, the staff, the volunteer, and the board chair level, the tremendous impact that Dr. Trouth and Texas State University have had to the success and execution of the partnership's mission. And now we sit in the middle of COVID, looking at the future in the Vision 2025 plan and the tremendous opportunities, frankly, for our region to emerge stronger than we entered. And that's a high bar pre-COVID. I've been asked to speak to one moment of significance over these significant and consequential 10 years, and I would have to say it's my recollection sitting in Dr. Trouth's office with Adriana and Denise as we were talking about Silicon Valley and the Research Triangle, why these regions have these defined terms that are positive connotations and international significance. Why not us? The moment when the Texas Innovation Corridor idea was born is a moment, I believe, decades from now will be a moment of significance, born of the partnership's purposeful work that will benefit all of us for generations to come.
It's often said that economic development is a team sport. And that's true not only in the present, but I think across time. Having a responsive and qualified and capable economic development program is not like a faucet you can just turn on. When the partnership was formed 10 years ago, it was done with this understanding and the acknowledgement that we had a lot of work to do just to establish that foundation. To now look back 10 years later, it's incredible what has been accomplished, not simply in building an organization, but in delivering real results for the citizens of our region. Without question, 2020 has been a year that has served to test that foundation. We started the year with an unexpected transition in leadership, both at our staff and board levels. But we were strong enough not to panic. Instead, we were able to celebrate the new opportunities afforded those individuals based on the great work they did for the partnership, and then thoughtfully fill those positions with a capable next generation of leadership. Shortly thereafter, like the entire world, we were required to bring all hands on deck to support our local community and businesses through a dual health and financial crisis. I'm tremendously proud of our staff and all of their work in that regard. And despite these changes and challenges, the partnership has demonstrated its resiliency. Now at year's end, we are finalizing our new 5-year strategic plan during a time when many regions have frozen up all planning efforts altogether. Throughout all of this, our staff has responded to a record number of job and capital investment opportunities and expanded and redoubled our focus on workforce, business expansion, and retention. What this should tell us is that the foundation that's been built over the past 10 years is strong. We have been and will continue to be standing on the shoulders of the individuals and institutions that believed in the partnership to give it their all over these past 10 years. It's my sincere hope that 10 years from now, the generation of leadership will feel the same way.